Hello Giants fans, welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. I'm working on uploading a thumbnail for my videos, so you'll have a still picture. That should look better, and I should get that finished fairly soon. I do hope everyone realizes they're in this for the audio. In fact, this used to just be an audio podcast on Podbean until I ran out of free space, and they said I'd have to start paying for it. Hey, I don't mind being charged a reasonable fee if I'm earning money for the podcast, but I wasn't, so I decided I was done with that and came here. But I'm doing everything I can to make the pictures on my videos look good. Anyway, all of that aside, let's get to baseball. The Giants played a not too good series against the Braves. This was not their best baseball. In fact, they wasted a start from each of their two best starting pitchers, Logan, Webb, and Carlos Rodon. They each pitched and went 7 innings, too. I think it was 7 innings for each of them in his own respective start. But both of those games, the Giants lost. Yeah, I'm sorry, I guess you hear that plane in the sky. I'm outside right here just recording this video this time. So don't get too distracted by outside noises. Let's stick to the point. Anyway, yes, the Giants lost on Monday. It was a tied game going into the bottom of the 9th inning, and Camilo Doval came in. He gave up a walk-off single, and the Braves won the game in the 9th inning. There were 2 outs, by the way. And then it's a single. You just have to be able to count on your closer to get that final out in a tied game situation like that. When there are 2 outs, you have to be able to count on your closer to do that. And nobody's perfect, but anyway, that is what went wrong that time. And then the Giants, they won a game on Tuesday. And one more point about Monday's game is that I can't promise you the Giants would have won in extra innings. No, actually, I would have been really nervously wrecked about that. I don't know that the Giants are exactly their best in extra innings. I actually prefer it when they have a complete game to themselves than when they have sudden death like that. But if Doval could have gotten 1 more out, they would have at least had a chance to win. A new, fresh chance, even though it would have been in extra innings. But who knows what would have happened. We would have wanted the chance. That's what we do know. Game 2, the Giants won 12-10. That was a wild game. And the Giants were leading 9-8 going into the 9th inning. But they needed their extra runs because the Braves would hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the inning. I believe it was Matt Olson who hit that home run against Doval. So 9-8, the 9th inning, a 1-run lead wouldn't have been enough. It turned out the Giants, they got 3 insurance runs that inning, and they needed them badly. And it was enough to edge past the Braves for a 12-10 win on Tuesday. But then on Wednesday, they had another 9th inning opportunity for a win. They were leading 3-1, but Jake McGee blew the save in the bottom of the 9th inning. He was the closer. He would almost always be the secondary closer for the Giants. And he went in that 9th inning, and immediately it was a home run, making it 3-2. Now, what I fail to understand is after the home run, and after struggling with runners on base, why it was that McGee stayed in the game. He wouldn't have been bound by the 3-batter minimum rule anymore. It was a walk-off single, just like Monday night, but this time in the same inning that the Giants started out leading. A walk-off single against Jake McGee. And should he have stayed in the game that long? Well, I think not, especially after having given up a home run. If a reliever allows a home run and then struggles a bit, then, when is it time to take him out? I think that can be a thing sometimes for a lot of managers. That's just the best way to run a team, to take your pitcher out if it's time to do that. And there may have been a mound visit. That's something that I didn't check on. There may have been a mound visit, and Gabe Kapler thought McGee would get through the inning, but it just wasn't his day. So I'm just maintaining my opinion that he should have come out before giving up that walk-off single, and that someone else should have had a chance to try to see if they could lock down the inning for the Giants and close out the game. Or, depending on, like after 4 batters, I would have to check how that inning went again. Maybe it was tied by the time any of us would say, okay, we'd have a mound visit. And then, yeah, if it was tied at that time too, then another pitcher should come in. Then, yes, of course, it would have to be extra innings, but that's better than nothing. It was nothing. Another walk-off 9th inning loss for the Giants. What they got out of it was nothing. Better have a chance at extra innings. So I would have to check on exactly how that inning went, but I don't think Jake McGee should have stayed in as long as he did. And then today's game, Alex Wood he didn't live up to what we need a good pitcher to be. And he was signed to some pretty big money in free agency. The Giants had the obvious hope that he'd pitch well this year, but he's been kind of a little too mediocre and average, at least from what I notice. 6 runs in the first inning. We have to be able to expect better. I mean, I hope Alex Wood figures things out soon, because there have just been a lot of these starts where we say there's got to be more consistency than that at this point, having signed him and considered him one of the top, I think one of the top free agent signings for the Giants. But he lasted 1 inning. Then Zach Littell pitched 3 innings, which, good for him, because that's longer than Littell usually goes. He's not really used as a long reliever all that much, but he went 3 innings this time, and that's good. And it is too bad that he couldn't get an at-bat. I mean, hey, he got a hit last year. You know, I can't stand this designated hitter rule. It takes away all of those moments. So we'll never know what would have happened had he gotten to hit, and I think the designated hitter rule is here to stay. What a shame. And then the Giants, I know Austin Slater homered in, I believe it was the 5th inning. The Giants crept up on the Braves, got it to 7-5. Then with 2 outs, Jock Peterson hit a home run off of Kenley Jansen in the 9th to make it 7-6. Just 1 run too short. The Giants made an effort. They couldn't complete the comeback. So this was a bad series. The question about a playoff run, it's kind of a scientific one. Can we extrapolate the data? I mean, the Giants, they've had a good first half, and I believe they'd still be in playoff position. Can we extrapolate the data to include the second half? Let's see. The Giants have to get back on track. They've been pretty good at that lately. And we just got to move toward the future now. The Giants are coming back home. Let's see how they do at Oracle Park. You have been watching Giants Baseball 101. Please email me if you would like to at gabrielvaughn89@gmail.com. And please subscribe to this channel if you have not. You're going to want to get every video. I'll see you next time.